This is Noelle from ReOrgChats and ReOrg Inc., a blog talking about all things organizer, business of, again, ReOrg Inc. And what do? We are personalized organizational solutions. So today we are catching up with some very good friends of mine from Sterl and Style and Demarche from Glenroy from Demarche Couture. So thank you again, you guys, for taking the time out of your schedules, for being extra safe, you know, and being a pain in the butts and get COVID tested and wear your mask and extra sanitize anything. Thank you so much for introducing us to this beautiful space here at Luminary. I know you're a member and I love it. So we're definitely going to be doing a lot of things here and definitely looking into memberships from the ReOrg Inc. family. And I know Glenroy, you know, I know it's geared to the ladies, but I think Luminary welcomes all. So thank you again so much. So how are you guys? How are you doing?
We're good. So happy to be here.
Yes.
Same. I'm doing real good, and I'm happy to be out finally.
Yes. No, this was great. Actually, when you came in, I wanted to just send a special thanks to the Luminary team and Joy, who is fantastic. And since we already had planned it, and as an organizer, you try to pretty much cross all your T's, but definitely the team here, yourself, you yourself as well, Glenroy, have gone above and beyond to make this recording a success. So just wanted to start that off. And again, let's reiterate the question. How are you? How are you doing? It's been a crazy year. How are you feeling? What's going on?
Yeah, I hear you. So we're coming off a year of, you know, COVID and lockdown. This is being recorded at the end of March. And for me as a personal stylist, my business is based on live speaking engagements, being with my clients in their wardrobes, their closets, shopping. That all got on pause for a year. But now I'm noticing, like, my clients are waking up. They're getting a little more optimistic, a little more positive. Me personally, I'm keeping this balance between being realistic and very aware and acknowledging what's going on, but also wanting to inspire people to just be that little bit optimistic, that little bit positive. Give yourself a little something to look forward to in the climate that we're operating in. Mm-hmm. So my business has shifted a little. I'm based here in New York City. I've worked with clients in and around New York, New Jersey, Connecticut. And one thing that came out of this challenging year was going virtual and going national. So I'm working with more clients virtually and nationally. And just excited to expand my business and my brand of Sterl and Style.
Awesome. I think we share that similarity, and I know Glenroy, you as well. So how are you, my dear?
I'm doing good.
Thank you for the t-shirt, by the way.
Oh,
very
the new Demarche Heartbeat by Demarche t-shirt.
Yes, I love it. I love it. It fits perfect, so thank you.
Very good. Thanks for asking. You know, I'm doing good, but I'm getting better. And the same thing for my client, because now that the doors are slowly opening, so people are anxious to find new clothes, but also for me as a designer, the inspiration is changing because now I'm not just in a box, the box is open. So my mind is, how should I do this? What do I want to create? And now that I'm outside, I can see on the street, oh, I like this. This could be my next collection.
So it's interesting that you say that, because I've known you for a very long time. I know both of you from a very long time, and I have a great esteem for both of you and your crafts. But I almost feel, and correct me if I'm wrong, that this pandemic, for all of us, especially for me, people have always told me, you've been rebranding for 3 years. And I'm like, well, first I'm working with clients. And as I always say, to keeping it real, people, you can have 1 million websites, but if you have no clients to pay for those websites, why do you have a business? So that's just my take on it. But on a you know, more positive note, this pandemic, by being so enclosed and restricted, it's also allowed us to dig even deeper creatively. Would you guys say that? Like you said, it's your collection, and as you said, Tania, when it comes to your look and feel, it definitely has for us.
So I spend majority of the year rebranding. Like I will say, or I'll start with our new candle. This new scent I created during COVID, and it's called the Mahogany Breeze. So yes, a lot of rebranding. I got new box for our bow ties. So I was like, I needed such a goal, so I had to stay busy. So I went to work. Rebranding, I think, you mentioned people will say 3 years, but I think as a creative brand, you're going to rebrand for the rest of your life, because as you grow, different clients. So when you get more money, it requires more things.
Yes, absolutely.
Before, when you're small without money, you don't need branded bags.
Right.
And as you evolve, you need bags.
Right.
And even better as time goes by.
Right.
So, yes, I'm always rebranding, I would say.
What would you say, Tania, as far as from your brand? What's been your experience?
Yeah, I agree with Demarche, because as creatives and as individuals, we're always evolving.
Yes.
We're always evolving as humans, as
Yes.
people. Our desires change, our goals change, our sense of self change.
Yeah.
Our self-perception changes. So that's what I noticed. I did a lot of digging deep in the last year, a lot of soul searching when everything was kind of put on hold, and really anchored more into the reason I do what I do as a personal stylist. And it really is moving women through that change, through that transition. What has changed in their lives? What's changed in their lifestyles? What are their new desires? Also in the last year, a lot of sides of ourselves had to go unexpressed, right? It was like, I'm the worker, I'm the survivor, I'm the caretaker.
Yes.
And now coming out of that, it's like, but wait, what about the creative side, or the dancer, or the chef, or the artist, right?
Yeah.
What are these other expressions of yourself? So I dug deep, and really the reason I love being a personal stylist is being able to hold that space for a woman. Ask her those questions. What are those new desires? What's changing for them? And how can their style reflect who they are today?
Right. And I think they're versatile, but now I feel like they've tripled.
Yes.
So our
Okay, so
versatility
let's
has
pick it up
been-
right there.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Okay.
So lovingly, Tania was responding to my question as far as the woman of today. What has that been like? I mean, as a woman and as a mother, as a wife or non-mother, it doesn't even matter if you don't have to be a parent or not. Just as women, our roles have already been expansive, right? It's just in our nature to be nurturing. But I feel now with the pandemic, our roles and our responsibilities and our businesses and our personal style we've kind of had to do a self and inner sort of check-in, even more, we have to be quadruple as versatile as before, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that's true.
And from speaking it just to keeping it to topic at hand of the woman of today and our personal style, what have you seen from an internal perspective, and I'll expose the question to you as Demarche, but I know since particularly you do so much inner work bringing out that style, Tania, what have you observed from your clients?
Mm-hmm. So to your point, a woman's lifestyle right now, it's so versatile, right?
Yeah.
And as a designer, a collection has to be versatile to suit that lifestyle. So what I'm noticing with women is being in the home, that home has become everything.
Yeah.
It's become the office, the workplace, the school, the dine-in restaurant, everything. So, but that's where we can use style to keep up with your lifestyle. Like what I tell my clients is use your style to catch up with all those different facets of your lifestyle. We're coming off a year of COVID. I'm sure you've seen it with your clients where it's like, honey, time to get out of the sweatpants.
Yes.
Time to get out of the yoga pants. And just use your style to delineate your day.
Right.
Have some beautiful, gorgeous, elegant, loungewear. Have some beautiful dresses. Have some beautiful blouses. Don't be afraid to restyle your day and your lifestyle in tune with that changing lifestyle. So a lot of my clients are saying work from home. Okay, you need some beautiful blouses and tops to be camera ready for Zoom. But we're returning, like you were saying, we're returning to that outdoor life and things to look forward to. So outdoor dining, back at the workplace, some women are in that hybrid where they're working from home or in the workplace. So what I say is use your style to delineate that day, use your style to express yourself, and don't be afraid to just try a little something new now. It's like shaking off the winter doldrums, right?
Yeah.
It's like birds have feathers, animals have fur, but we get to choose the clothing. So your clothing should provide comfort, confidence to be seen, but also be flexible for this very versatile lifestyle that we're living.
Yes, and I totally agree. On my side, it's a little different because I custom make it. So, but what I find now is most of my clients are a little wiser and more conservative shoppers now, because the pandemic have teach them that you don't need this. You need really what you need.
Right. It's almost like it's made, I'm sorry to interrupt you, I almost feel like I always say it's not about quantity, it's about quality.
Yes.
And not to say and I'm big on you could have 1 million pieces from Target, but you need 12 Demarche pieces because those are your signature pieces that Tania pulled for you because these are your signature pieces.
So the client now is more how can I reuse this?
Yeah.
Compared to they buy a gown before once and put it in the closet. Now they're like, can I reuse it? Or there's smarter shoppers now who is like, oh my God, can I just cut that gown short? Or they will tell me, I only do for my repeat client. They will bring me evening gowns and say, could you make it cocktail dresses? And it's not even like their budgets have changed. They just realize that they're thinking wiser now, I would say. Like, oh, I can repurpose this. I can reuse this. So for me now, is that I have to be more open as a designer when a client comes and find things that they can rework. So that's kind of more my focus where my client is leading me, because again, I work for the client.
Right.
So I listen to my client.
And this is what I love about this, guys, because here at ReOrg, as we've talked in this home edition, we're all about, we try to definitely, when we organize, it's about personalization of the spaces and functional, most importantly, for, again, that lifestyle of those clients, of our clients. But what I love about knowing both of you for many years is you always implement organically a lot of our motto, which is, recycle, reuse, repurpose. It's not about necessarily, again, goes back to those signature pieces, but it's really about having pieces that can serve many purposes. I know we were chatting prior to this, and Tania pointed out, you have this beautiful blouse, if you don't mind pulling it out for us. The beautiful, it's a classic piece. That for me, I love a good men's shirt. I know I have some of your pieces, and I always compliment them with a lot of my husband's beautiful white pieces. And Tania, if you want to elaborate more, an example of what that's like, a multi-purpose piece, since we're all about multi-purpose items at ReOrg.
I think it goes back to what you were saying and what Demarche was saying about that versatility, but also making more with less. Yes. Absolutely, like you said, the woman is wiser, she's making more with less. This is a stunning piece. I mean, I would wear this over jeans, I would wear this over a black pencil skirt for work. And oh my gosh, look at the handcrafted bow tie. Tell us about your bow tie, Demarche.
So yes, my bow tie collection is very big. It's all hand-picked fabric from Ghana. We only use the African print. So that's kind of our big signature thing. Love good colors because it can pair with anything.
Yes.
So look at even the shirt. You can pop it with the bow tie.
Right.
And even which is so funny, now at Demarche, a lot of women have our bow ties.
I have one.
So it's no longer
like,
again, she's like, you know what, I'm gonna pop it. I have to go to this event and I just want to add a bow tie.
Well, like Tania, when I talked to her and we were having our pre-prep for this, Tania mentioned, well, Noel, you can pair like a Demarche bow tie with a tuxedo pants since you have an event coming up, and I was like, I love you. And I was like, of course, let's call the experts. So guys, again, thank you so much for your time. I definitely think, and Tania, if you wanted, I would love to just get too quick before we wrap it up, guys. Just like with Demarche, as far as we already know pretty much, that was a glimpse of an experience of when we come in. But sort of, what would be one quick tip that you would offer the woman of today when organizing your closet? I know for us, when we're organizing, we're focusing on the aesthetic and the functionality of the multi-purposes that closet will be. But I know with you, so much, I always say without the stylist, there is no designer, and vice versa, because you complement each other so well.
Yes, so my one tip really, it starts with know your lifestyle. And I elaborate a little, because if you know where you go, you know what you need.
Right.
So if you don't go to galas, you don't need evening gown. Give you or all our viewers is that figure out who you are. That's my first tip. Because once you know your lifestyle, then you will know what you need. If you don't know your lifestyle, and your lifestyle simply means where you go. Where do you go for vacation? Where do you go for fun? For quick example, if you don't go to gala in evening gown.
Right.
So one of the big things for me is when I get a client is figure out if they know who they are and know their lifestyle. And when they don't, the most important thing is to find a stylist. Because for me as a designer, I don't have the time to really sit and figure you out or come to your home and figure that out. And that's why there are stylists. As Noel said before, stylists need a designer, designer needs a stylist. So you will go to your stylist and figure out who you are, where you're going, what's your best shades and all of that, then you come to me. So I'm going to end by turning it over to the stylist for she to explain what she do. Then you come back to me. Cool? So I'll turn it over to Tania.
But it's very true, because that's the role of the fashion designer. He's designing for your lifestyle. And that's my job as a personal stylist, is to really get to know an individual clients. What's their current role? What's that goal? What's that vision? Is it their, are they traveling? Do they stay in one place? Do they have multiple homes? It's all about getting into, oh my gosh.
Yes.
With a client, I even start with a vision board session. I ask her questions about her personal brand, her image, what she wants to project, her lifestyle, how she wants to be seen. To DeMarsha's point, where is she going, right? It's those events and that lifestyle. So that's why I love working hand in hand with a designer. Once that woman knows who she is, what she wants to project, where she's going, then it's so much easier to create that vision for her style in tune with her lifestyle. Then I can curate and come to a designer and say, okay, she's busy with a beautiful blazer, and she's also vacationing and needs a dress. So yes, so it's putting it all together, vision, organizing, curating, design, styling your lifestyle.
And I thank you, Tania. You raise a very good point, and you're taking my job because it's a perfect closing, guys. So again, today's topic was organizing your closet for the woman of today, the home edition of ReOrgChats. And you guys are so right on so many of your points. It's all about multifunctionality. It's all about personalization in whatever facets there may be, whether it's your home and your personal style and your clothing and our wardrobe, right? Our wardrobe is so much encompassed within our space. And you can bring those, I love that you said that, you can be and bring your style even if you're home. And I think that's beautifully said, because if you are for a lot of people, including like my husband, he's never gonna go back to an office. So he wants to look good all the time at Zoom. So with that, thank you so much for tuning in. And please find ReOrgChats at ReOrgChats on Instagram and at ReOrgU Inc. on all social media platforms, and Tania at Sterl on Style, tongue twister today, on all social media platforms. Again, that's Sterl, S-T-E-R-L. So, and DeMarsh on all social media platforms at DeMarsh Couture. And again, we'll include on the below, from this video, so don't worry. So if you missed any of it, we'll include all the tips that were shared today on the bottom of this video. Again, thank you so much for DeMarsh for this beautiful t-shirt. Thank you so much to Luminary and Joy for the stand, for this beautiful space. It was absolutely amazing to shoot here. And have a great day. Again, as we always stay at ReOrgU, stay safe, stay strong, and most importantly, stay organized, guys. Bye.